I'm sorry, we obviously missed each other last night. And hopefully we can reschedule soon because we need to get together and talk. Not just about Jessica, but about you too. I need to know what's been going on and what's happening with you, okay? So, if you could just give me a call when you get this message, that would be great. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
You're home! Oh, thank God! Thank God!
How's Langston a hypocrite?
And it is so good to be home, you can't even imagine. Hey, how are you?
Better now that you're home.
Oh, yeah?
I knew there was a reason I decided to return these today. I must have had ESP.
What is it?
Cookie cutters. I borrowed them last fall for Shane's class bake sale. I bet you thought they were gone forever.
Honey, I never even missed them. But I have certainly missed you.
I missed you. How's everything? How's Jessica?
There's no change.
So there's no progress in getting her memory back?
No. She still thinks she's in high school, and she's wishing desperately that she could take her old boyfriend to the senior prom.
Seriously?
Honey, it breaks my heart, you know. It's like she's in prison. She's stuck in the past, and she's hoping for impossible things.
Oh, there has to be some key that's gonna get in there and unlock things sooner or later.
Well, that's what I'm hoping for, that Marty Saybrook will find the key, and then Jessica will remember Bree and her sister Natalie, her brother Rex. What's the matter?
Things got a little crazy while you were gone.
Okay. Tell me.
Well, it turns out that Rex and Jessica are not brother and sister after all.
They're not? What happened?
You have a history with Allison Perkins, right?
Unfortunately, yes. I heard she was on the loose for a while.
Yes, and she kidnapped Sierra Rose.
What?
But don't worry, they caught her and Sierra's fine, but when they arrested Allison, a whole bunch of stuff came out that no one ever knew before.
About Rex?
Yeah. We found out that Roxy and Mitch are not his biological parents.
They're not? Well, who are his parents?
He'd give his right arm to have the answer to that. But unfortunately, he has no clue.
Poor Rex. He's been searching for his father for so long. And then to find out... I mean, how could Roxanne have lied to him all those years?
Oh, Roxy didn't lie. It was Allison. She led Roxy to believe that Rex was her son.
You mean Roxy didn't know?
No, she had no idea.
Well, that's awful. I mean, that's really awful. For both of them. Mm-hmm. Well, how's Rex dealing with this?
Half the time he pretends like it doesn't matter, like he suddenly doesn't need parents anymore.
And the other half?
He gets real quiet and looks almost as if he's ashamed.
Ashamed of what?
Well, I left him for a guy who ended up holding me at gunpoint and then shooting Bo.
And he left you once too, didn't he? I mean, you thought that he and your sister conceived a child together.
It stinks to not feel like you belong to anybody and to know that your mom just gave you up and never looked back. He doesn't want to come off like he's feeling sorry for himself.
You know, that's ridiculous. I mean, wanting to know who you are, where you come from, is the most basic thing in the world. There's not a person alive who doesn't want to know that.
That's exactly what I try to tell him.
Well, in that case, despite everything that's happened, Rex is a very lucky man.
Lucky?
Yes, honey. He has you to help him through this.
You and Nora are making
I'm not sure Rex wants my help with anything right now.
Oh, Gigi, of course he does. Look, I know you two went through a very rough patch.
Rough? I left him for a guy who ended up holding me at gunpoint and then shooting Bo.
And he left you once too, didn't he? I mean, you thought that he and your sister conceived a child together.
That all just seems like a bad dream now. Ugh. Rex and I were so happy before.
before Stacy showed up.
Yes, but I can't blame everything on her.
Oh, yes, you can.
No, Viki, I should have told him the minute she started blackmailing me. I should have trusted him.
Honey, from what I know, you were very afraid of what was going to happen to your son. And that was Stacy's trump card, because she knew you would do anything to save your child.
Okay, but still...
No, there are no buts, okay? No buts. You cannot blame yourself for this, all right? No guilt. You just get over it, and you get on with your life. With or without Rex.
So what, now...
I can't imagine my life without Rex. He's my son's father, and that's always going to connect us.
Yes, but surely you and Rex share a lot of things that have nothing to do with you being his parents, right?
Maybe.
Maybe? Okay, let's say something thrilling happens. You entered a raffle and you just won a brand new car. Who do you call?
You mean when I stop screaming and jumping up and down?
All right, you wake up at 3 in the morning and you've had a really bad dream.
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
Yes.
And you are right. Rex has been there for good times and bad. He's my best friend.
You know, honey, that's exactly how I felt about Charlie. I thought that Charlie would never let me down.
And then he did.
Yeah, he did. Worse than that, he let himself down. He was so horribly destroyed by Jared's death that he completely lost sight of who he was.
I can understand that.
I couldn't. Not at first. All I could see was that he had totally lost his way, and I did not trust that he would be able to find his way back, you know? But he did, thank God. And he got sober.
Probably because he hoped you guys could get another chance.
Oh, I think that was a very big part of it, yeah. And let me tell you, it worked. We are back together. So that says a great deal about the power of love, don't you think?
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
Do you ever worry what happens if he has another slip?
There'll always be another slip, okay? And slips don't have to be about alcohol. People make mistakes. God, we all do. We really just have to learn how to forgive each other.
You make it sound so easy.
No, it's not easy. It's not easy at all. But the first step is just knowing what you want. I know.
Sometimes I think I know what I want, and then I start to doubt myself. Maybe I should take Shane and get out of town for a while.
Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, honey, you cannot run away from this, okay?
Well, it worked for you. You went to London, came back, and bam, you and Charlie are back together.
Sweetheart, it was not nearly as simple as that. Although, yes, thank God we are back together again. But I think that if Charlie and I can get past what was standing in our way, I think that you and Rex can too.
A friend of yours is